You know, it's really surprising. I get asked that a lot, and I would say the answer is, when I was a little kid, I would have told you that being an astronaut was the coolest job you could have, but all the images I had of those people where they were just larger than life, and I couldn't identify with them, and I couldn't see any path on how to do that. It'd be like, hey, I want to be Clint Eastwood. I mean, how do I can't do that. I can't be Clint Eastwood.
Back to become an astronaut in a sentence or two.
It was the next biggest challenge. I've been a physician, I've been a Navy pilot, and none of those were really planned, those career plans. I would always get to a point and say, what's challenging and interesting? And the astronaut job was even more challenging and interesting.
So you just applied.
NASA's attitudes are very much in line with safety. Our current delay, why I'm here, is because of a safety delay. Well, we want to go, but we don't want to go if it's not ready. There's a problem that they don't quite understand, and it's inches above the inlet to the main engine, and they just said, let's just stop. And it's really hard when we have a space station up, a crew of 3. We have a lot of science we're going to get ready to go do on our flight. People are really ready to go do this, and to call all stop for safety is a big deal, but there was really no question what we were doing. So what really goes in our favor is the attitude of management leadership.
What's your fear, if there is any?
I started flying, you know, I think as far as a fear of a problem with the vehicle, I started flying in Navy jets off of aircraft carriers at night, and I think at that point there's a decision to go do things that involve some risk, and that decision was made a long time ago, and I haven't needed to revisit it. And I think the fear is a fear of being entrusted with a job in a vehicle and not living up to that trust. That's the test. Is being given this job to do where it'll matter if you destroy somebody's science. There'll be somebody's career that's affected because they don't have a project to turn around that they've been working on for years. And then there's some lost discovery. Well, I remember the Challenger. I was not even close to it. I think it goes back to when I was in the Navy, or actually I'm still in the Navy, but when I was flying airplanes off aircraft carriers in the Navy, within the month after the Challenger accident, we lost 10 naval aviators were killed in the line of duty flying their jets off of ships. And you can be a policeman who goes to work or a fireman, and when they leave their families may have some doubt about, are they coming back? Yeah, they probably are, but sometimes they don't. And so I think that our accidents are much more public, but there's a lot of people that as part of their job, very important jobs, take some risk.
Okay, Rick, if there's ever a time to use the phrase, all good things come to people who wait, this is one time.
Oh, we appreciate it, Mike. We're going to have a great mission. We appreciate all the great hard work everybody's put into this, and we're ready to go.
And we have a go for auto sequence start. 15 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with a multitude of national and international space research experiments.
You see this thing going, and then all of a sudden you feel the rumbling. You can feel it in your stomach. You can feel it shaking. And it's a very overwhelming emotional experience. Quite literally, it's a visceral experience.
Columbia now rolling on to the proper azimuth for a 39-degree inclination.
You watch them just take off with such power and thrust, and it's like, wow. I can't tell you what it feels like to know the person that's inside of that shuttle. And you watch them, you just keep watching them until you can't see them anymore. And it's the most incredible thing.
Throttle up call acknowledged by Commander Rick Husband, joined on the flight deck by pilot Willie McCool, flight engineer Copeland Chopla, and mission specialist Dave Brown. Mission specialist Paul Clark, payload commander Mike Anderson, and payload specialist Yvonne Ramon seated down on the middeck.
he knew that the chance of not coming back was significant. And hence, when he did his last email, he wrote it with the thought that that could be a distinct possibility. Friends, it's hard to believe, but it's coming up on 16 days, and we land tomorrow. I can tell you a few things. Floating is great. At 2 weeks, it really started to become natural. At first, we were still handing each other things, but now we just pass them with a little push. We lose stuff all the time. I'm kind of prone to this on Earth, but it's much worse here. It's hard to remember that you have to look everywhere when you lose something, not just down. The views are really beautiful. If you've ever seen a space IMAX movie, that's really what it looks like. My crewmates are like family. It will be hard to leave them after being so close for 2.5 years. I will make one more observation. If I'd been born in space, I knew I would have a desire to visit the beautiful Earth more than I ever yearned to visit space. It is a wonderful planet. Dave. And that was Dave's last email and last words to us all.